Well, 17 News is your local election headquarters with California's congressional boundary lines now solidified. Attention turns to the 2022 midterm races. 17's Maddie Gannon has more on the Central Valley's new congressional districts and who you can expect to see on your ballot.
There are quite a few significant changes to congressional districts here in the Central Valley that could really alter who is sent to Washington in November. So the biggest driver of these changes is the Voting Rights Act. That is a federal law that means that there must be a certain number of districts that have more than a 50% minority population. So here in the Central Valley, here are the 3 districts that are really in and around Kern. Right down here is Kern. You can see Bakersfield. You have Rosedale and East Bakersfield. So in this area, these 3 districts, you have 2 Latino majority districts and 1 majority white. And that really all comes down to 1 strip of land. So we're going to dive into these districts individually. We are going to start with the new 20th district. Now, this is the district that shares the most land with what is Kevin McCarthy's current district. So here you have some similarities in that it includes a significant portion of Bakersfield, but now it stretches all the way up to the Fresno suburb of Clovis. You can see that in here. So it goes all the way up there. Now, the biggest changes with this, remember I mentioned that arm earlier, that strip of land, that is right here. So basically, this in effect is supposed to create 2 Latino majorities. It's supposed to create a Latino majority district here and a Latino majority district here. So basically, it is taking this area, which is a big white population, and putting it into the 20th district, which already is an overwhelmingly white district. In effect, Republican political analyst Kathy Abernathy told us that this basically takes the Republicans out of here because this area is very Republican, this arm, and puts them in this already Republican district and takes those Republicans out of this district and this district. So now let's turn to the candidates. We have Kevin McCarthy, the House Minority Leader. He will most likely be running in this district. It'll be very hard for a Democrat to win in this staunchly red district. But we do have 3 who have already declared for the race. So let's go through those. We have Gill. He is a Democrat. He, for the last 2 decades, has been working here in Bakersfield for nonprofits, working with homelessness. We also have Bruno Amato, a Democrat. He is a Navy veteran and he's an actor. And lastly, we have a Democrat, Marissa Wood. She has lived in Kern County for the last 35 years, and she's a teacher at Fairfax Junior High School. So now we're going to move on to the new 22nd district. This is the district that shares the most land with David Valadeo's current district. Now, this was an already very competitive race in recent years. Valadeo lost the seat to Democrat TJ Cox in 2018 before winning it back in 2020. It was one of only 9 districts in the nation to vote for Biden and send a Republican to Congress. But now, because of this arm we just talked about earlier, it will be even harder for a Republican to win in this district. The people in this new district voted for Biden in 2020 by a margin of 13%. But we should keep in mind that Valadeo's current district voted for Biden by a margin of 11% in 2020 and still elected the Republican Valadeo to Congress. So nothing is cemented here, but it will be harder for a Republican to win. So here we have David Valadeo. We should note it is not confirmed that this is the district he will be running in. That remains to be seen. However, it is the closest to his current district. So we'll have to wait to see for sure for that. This district has a scope of candidates across the political spectrum. David Valadeo is a more moderate Republican. He has crossed party lines on a number of issues. Then we also have in this race a Republican further to the right, and that is Chris Matisse. He is a U.S. Army veteran. He's a former Fresno city councilman, and he is an avid supporter of Donald Trump. So now let's turn to the Democrats, because we also have Democrats on the political spectrum in this race. So perhaps most notably, Rudy Salas. He is currently a state assemblyman. He represents the 32nd district here in the Central Valley. He's also a former Bakersfield city councilman. Then we also have Nicole Parra. She is also a former Central Valley State Assembly member. And lastly, we have Brian Ozario, a Democrat. He is actually the current mayor of Delano. He is also a former Delano city councilman, only 25 years old. So now we're going to move back to the last district here. That is the 21st district. Now this is the district that shares the most land with what is currently Devin Nunes's district. But redistricting, of course, saw this turn from a deep red district when it was Devin Nunes's to leaning blue. And we know Nunes announced just a few weeks ago that he is retiring, and this is really opening this district up to a fresh slate of candidates. So let's take a look at those. So over here, just last week, we had the Congressman Jim Costa announce he will be running for this new blue-leaning district. He has been in Central Valley politics for over 40 years. He is a former Bakersfield congressman. He also currently represents the 16th district in Congress. Then we also have a Republican, Elizabeth Heng. She worked for former Congressman Ed Royce for a number of years and was the director of Donald Trump's inauguration ceremony staff. And lastly, we have Phil Arbalo. He is a Democrat. He announced weeks ago that he was running for this new district. However, after the approval of these maps, he then responded to us. We reached out to him to ask if he was still running, and he says he's now weighing his options. So at this point, we are just 6 months out from the June primaries. This is the time candidates are really gearing up for campaign season. We'll expect to see more candidacy announcements, withdrawals, and changes in the weeks to come.